Christmas 1984. Two boys going down to a lake in Mendham Township to fish. Take a walk down, what do they find? They find bags. Investigating further, they open up the bags. What's inside? A baby girl, 1 day old, dead. Abandoned out in the elements by someone. 1984, 30 years ago. Still not solved. They called her Baby Mary after the Virgin Mary, named by Father Mike Durry. Father Mike does a service every year for the girl. He did the first one after her body had been in the Morris County morgue for 5 years. I went up to Mendham to talk to Father Mike, to ask him what he thinks and to ask him some deep questions about this little girl and what her death meant.
The day that she was discovered to the day we buried her 5 years later, and every year thereafter, people in this area and around have looked to this young baby as a sign of hope, the fragileness of life, and as a sign of hope. So her life is not in vain. She represents a lot more than just a baby that died of exposure.
Police are back on the case. This year, they reopened the investigation into Baby Mary's death. They said the 30th anniversary was coming up. They wanted some closure. Maybe they'll have a case. After all this time, it's possible that some small amounts of DNA of the child that they have can provide a clue as to her identity. It's a needle in a haystack. They're searching for a mother or a father who didn't want a child. Baby Mary's been gone 30 years, but she's not the only one buried in a little cemetery in Mendham. There's also Baby Hope, buried in 1991 after state police found her on I-78, thrown from a moving car. Father Mike buried her too. And there's a little memorial to the unborn right there in that cemetery. Will getting answers about their identity ever really make it right? Will it ever really make you understand?
We did a power list.